All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Non-scammer here.
Non-scammer here either. We've just been talking about all the text messages you get and the emails, and I happened to be watching a YouTube video earlier about all the MLMs, those pyramid scheme jobs, and it's just like, oh,
so annoying. People that just, they spend their entire life creating different programs, AI systems to send you texts and all this kind of stuff. One I got today said, I haven't stopped thinking about you. And I like to respond to those, like with silly stuff. I almost respond, like, I can't wait to think about, all right, I've been thinking all day about Twinkies or something. But it wasn't funny enough, so I didn't respond. I just deleted it and reported the spam. Anyways, welcome back to our channel. Thanks so much for clicking that video. We are here to react to another clip, I almost said task, another truth or lie from WILTY.
would I lie to you?
Or won't you? And this one is what?
Does Bob Mortimer have a toaster on his bedside table? Now, if he knows Michael Scott, he absolutely does.
Bacon. I like waking up to bacon in the morning, so sue me.
He likes to wake up to maybe some toast, and Michael
Before
Scott
I go
likes
to bed,
to make
I turn on the thing, which is so dangerous for hours. It's just sitting there.
No.
In the middle of the night, I wake up and I put bacon on it.
No. He says before he goes to bed, he lays the bacon out, which is even gross. It's so gross. And then in the morning, he turns it on so he can wake and falls back to sleep so he can wake up to the sizzling and smell of bacon.
Well, you're going to wake up within like 4 seconds. Oh, man. So we'll see if Bob Mortimer's story has something to do with that. Can't wait to react to this. If you like our reaction, please don't forget to
like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video.
And we play along.
Sorry.
And we love it. Someone said Nick takes it very seriously, and they are absolutely correct. Why do anything in life if you're not going to do it 100%? That's what I got to say.
Or why not just enjoy life?
I do enjoy life when I win. Here we go.
It's Bob.
Oh, God. I've put a toaster on my bedside table, and the last thing I do at night is pop 2 slices of bread in it, ready for the morning.
Right,
Someone
so
watches The Office.
you put the bread in the toaster,
Inspired it.
but you don't put the toast down.
No.
That would be crazy.
So in the
Unless you were using it as an alarm clock for a 3-minute nap.
So in the morning, do you wake naturally or do you have an alarm?
I have an alarm,
Yeah.
but I tend to wake up before the alarm goes
Right.
off. It's one of the reasons I do it, because at the heart of it is to not wake other people up in the house.
Oh, right, okay.
What do you put on your toast in the morning? Have you got like some butter?
In the little cupboard there, I've got honey, I've got Marmite pots, I've got a good selection.
So in the morning, you wake up before the alarm. What do you do
The
then?
bread's stale, hard.
I
Yeah.
turn on my teas, mate.
Right. There we go.
I don't think everyone knows what a tea's made. It's like it's where alarm clock meets kettle. It's a combination, and you set them the night before, and you wake up and the kettle's boiling.
Is a tea's made in the toaster on the same bedside table?
No,
As the alarm clock?
No, the teas, mate, is just tucked round the other side.
So you wake up, you reach round the bedside table onto the tea's made that's on the floor, is it?
And it's just there.
Why are you not just going downstairs to do it?
Because all my children, and there are a lot of them, sleep downstairs.
Their own call bucket.
Why do they sleep downstairs?
Because that's where their bedrooms are. I'm not being facetious.
There's only space for you to sleep upstairs, but downstairs there's a great breadth.
Great bread for all these children.
Yeah.
Now, what about eating the toast?
We haven't put the toast down yet. He's turned the switch on the tea's made by reaching round rather uncomfortably, so he doesn't have to get out of bed.
That's acting. You got...
Okay,
it's there.
Okay, done that.
Yeah.
What do you do
That's
then?
I sit on the bed.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
And cry.
Don't wake up.
That's it, thinking, here we go, because it's 5 o'clock, whatever.
5 o'clock.
In the morning?
He doesn't want to wake the kids up. They're up in half an hour to clean the chimneys.
As someone who doesn't want to make noise, you've chose the noisiest breakfast to eat as well, munching on a bit of toast.
No, my wife's okay, it's just all these children. That
You just
are worried.
can't. You just can't. As soon as if you were to go downstairs,
Yes.
as soon as you set foot on on the lower floor, hundreds of children would wake up, and you'd never get to the kitchen through that.
Unless he only does this when family's over and like the kids are all sleeping, like a whole like little sleepover thing downstairs for Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they'll be thronging, all of them hungry.
David raises an interesting point. How many, you've said a lot of children, how many are down there?
I'm not willing to say.
Could you give us a ballpark?
Nope.
When do your children wake?
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
So
the older ones.
You've woken up at 5 a.m. So you've got to kill sort of.
This is why it's
about
making me sad.
8 hours.
What do you do?
So
he's sitting looking at that toast for 8 hours. You can't make it last. Just nibbling at that.
Sometimes I don't even eat it, Suggs. I don't even bother.
Just sucks it so he doesn't wake his wife up.
There's no hurry, is there? I mean, you've got till 1
Don't worry.
Sits there on the edge of the bed like that.
It's a bleak image in her bottom.
One time does the missus get up? She gets up. Does she sit there with you going?
It's a freaking prison, isn't it, really? To be honest.
It's awful. It's true. I don't want to play anymore.
I'm thinking if your kids don't wake up till 1, what are you having for lunch?
Where's all the lunch stuff? In the wardrobe. A little gas stove and a tin of beans.
I take the panel off the side of the bag. A little can of gas.
Some spam.
Maybe make a corned beef hash in the front.
Right, what are you going to say?
I'm leaning towards that this is the truth.
Oh, this one's so difficult because I don't believe it for a second. And if he's lying, he always has to make up extra stuff to make it even more ridiculous. And then you're just like, if you've never seen it before, Bob Mortimer, you're like, oh, this guy's an idiot. He's totally lying. I'm going to say a lie. I think it's a lie. I don't think in a million years it's true. But it wouldn't surprise me because he gets away with saying I have 1 million kids and I have 5 a.m. and they don't wake up till 1. And as he's talking, I'm thinking to myself, oh, that might be a good idea to have a toaster next to my bed. But then there's no rule where it's a good idea. Like, you couldn't just like...
No.
Even like if you had a toast next to your bed, sleep till you have to wake up and then hit the thing down. But like you said, stale bread.
Yep.
It's so stupid.
The only thing I can think of is, and I'm going to say true. Not because you said false, because I really think it's true. I really think it's true. No, I really do think it's true this time, though. But I'm going to say true because the only thing I think of is, like, we have kids, too. And, yes, if you allow our oldest, he will sleep until 1 or 2. Sometimes our youngest will, too, depending on when he decided to go to bed in the summer. We have bedtime, so it's not in the summer.
Yes.
But if you have like all this family in town and you don't want to wake them and maybe you're up early and you just want to eat breakfast and then sneak out the door and leave without waking anybody up.
Okay, then either you sleep in or why in the world do you have to have toast at 5 a.m.?
No, that's what I'm saying. Because you have to get up and leave. So you eat your breakfast up in your room nice and you sneak out
So
the
your
house
way of
to
justifying
leave to
it's
work.
true is by saying his whole story is unbelievable. He should do something else?
What? No.
He shouldn't have his toast. He should sneak out the door. He's not talking about doing
No,
that. He says
I'm saying.
he keeps himself bunkered up there.
But they assume that. He didn't necessarily say that. He just went
Yes, he
along
did.
with them.
I won't go downstairs because it's going to wake him up. They kept saying, why don't you go downstairs? He said, you take one step downstairs and they're all awake.
All right, well, let's find out. I'm
He
going
said
to
it's
say
a prison.
You see the madness? This is how the madness takes.
This is what he does. This is what he does. He plays with your mind.
And even if we're wrong, all we know is tomorrow we can wake up and go down to our kitchens, whereas he's got to wake up. We win a life.
You see, no, that's not true. Because if we say it's true and we're wrong, yes, tomorrow we can go down to our kitchens and have a normal breakfast. But so, it turns out, can he? He'll be skipping down the stairs laughing while his children, who have to get up 2 hours earlier than him, serve him breakfast. Because you'll never believe what they believe. Those fools on the television. More bacon, child.
So Holly thinks it's true.
We have two things to choose between.
Yeah.
Let's assume we'll be wrong, whatever we say. So which would we prefer? To say it's true and we're wrong, or to say it's a lie and we're wrong? That's the choice.
Say it's a lie.
I think saying it's a lie and we're wrong is easier to live with than saying it's true and we're wrong.
I think it's true.
But you think it's true?
Yeah, I do.
So shall we go with true?
Oh, go on then, Dave.
OK, we're going to go with true, and this is... the future is...
Please be telling the truth.
Yeah. OK, we'll say
They're
true.
saying it's true.
So
Bob,
stressed out.
was it true?
No, it's not.
Or was it a lie?
I was telling a lie.
Yes.
Yes, it's a lie. Bob doesn't keep a toaster by his bed.
Oh my God, Bob, you're...
That noise signals
is it the
time
end?
is up.
So soon!
Okay,
Oh my
so I
goodness.
gotta know when
Oh my goodness.
that specific clip aired because
Now you gotta
I mean
know.
The Office
was The
ended like in what 2013 or something like that. So that episode I think was in the 2000s. There's no way this is close to 20 years old.
That's true. It's a
And I'm not
long time
saying
ago.
people don't borrow or get inspired from other ideas,
Oh,
but that is
absolutely.
100% the bacon thing. But they just came up with a card. He mentioned, yes, the alarm. So it could be a coincidence, but that's the exact same thing
so
happened on The
funny.
Office. But with bacon.
So funny.
But in The Office, spoiler alert, he steps on the cooker.
He grills his foot.
Grills his foot. And he has...
Bubble wrap.
If you hate The Office US just because it's from the US and you're from the UK, you gotta give it a chance. It's so hilarious. Especially watch that episode. He puts like the bubble wrap around it.
And
And he's
walks
got little
around.
grill marks on his foot. The George Foreman grill.
And then Dwight has a concussion, and they want him to like go and get like a CAT scan, and Michael Scott keeps trying to stick his foot in the machine.
In the MRI machine?
It's either a CAT scan or
Or
MRI.
CAT
I
don't
can't
know.
remember. You're
the,
right.
The one that you go inside, you
It's
lay
probably
down.
the MRI. It's probably that's the MRI.
I have
It's
no
the MRI.
idea.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
That was absolutely hilarious. I'm so glad I guessed correctly. So you really thought there was a chance it was true?
I did.
See, he just has to add the tea's made, like the tea made, whatever you call that thing, around. You're already uncomfortable enough putting your toaster in there, and I got this too. I got all these kids down there. Oh, it's just so hilarious.
I was just hung up on the fact of like I could see you having family over and they're all sleeping downstairs and you're like, I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to wake them up.
Absolutely. That's why you sleep in. Watch a show.
Some
Get
of
some
us
headphones.
can't sleep in.
Okay, then get some headphones. Put on your show on your phone. Ah, a few hours of bliss. I'm kind of hungry. No, body, you're being weak. We can power through. We hope you enjoyed our reaction to this. We hope you love when I win as much as I do. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Goodbye.